hurt, suffering, all of the above. Come on, come on, come on, coming home to a.
What up, baby?
Pain, hurt, suffering, all of the above. Come on, come on, come on, coming home to a.
What up, everybody? We are back, and it's been a while. Shout out to the team. Shout out to ISE that I'm representing right now. And I'm your boy, Shy, and today I want to bring to you what we got to offer today in ISE. And what we're doing right now is offering the DistroPromo challenge. And for you artists that are interested in getting free distribution, getting free promotion, um, actors, movie makers, DJs, labels, cast members, producers, getting free promotion, sign up to the DistroPromoChallenge.com. And once you sign up to that, it will bring you to our private community, which you have to get in. This private community is where all the action is happening. We giving out, like I told you, we giving out free distribution. If you level up in the community, you'll be able to get your face on an avatar that many people will be able to use inside of our mobile game that we have. And that mobile game is called Indie Defender, which is right now on the Google Play Store and on all iPhone devices, the Apple Store. So go get that game and check it out. Um, Again, I'm your boy Shy, representing ISC versus the Industry channel, and thank y'all for coming to check us out on this channel. For those that do know us, for those that don't know us, and for those that this is the first time they have came, thank you for checking us out. And on today's video, these lives right now are part of our distro promo challenge workshops. And so what I'll be doing is I will be going live on Mondays and Fridays. So Mondays we will talk about what we need to talk about to the artists, producers, labels, DJs. And then on Fridays we are in the workshop and we'll be um, talking about the film industry for a lot of you cast members, a lot of you movie makers, etc. So, so also in the community, I didn't mention how we help you monetize your talent. So, so let's talk about the word monetize. I'm not sure if YouTube started this word, but how we help you monetize. Let's first and foremost, let me give you a brief background of myself. Um, I'm an artist from Philly. Um, I would say I graduated to owning my own record company, local record company. Had a few artists under the record company. Shout out to them. And I started learning how to do graphics. I started learning how to make beats. I started learning how to basically build a brand, as we would say today. So as we fast forward, I created ISE, and like I said, what we have to offer is inside the community. So go to that community, get all the stuff we have to offer for the entertainment industry. I can't even just say artists, producers, or whatever, the entertainment industry. Jump in the community and get the free goods when you level up, and then jump into the courses, because the courses will help you get your own app, and these apps will allow you to monetize your craft. So let's talk about your craft. A lot of us not understanding, a lot of us artists are not looking at our God-given craft or talent as a value. And we look at other creators, and when we look at other creators, especially like on YouTube, and we think like they're making so much money just doing nothing, just making videos that don't even make sense. But I mean, to them it makes sense. But you're saying to yourself, how are they making this money and I'm so much better? I can sing, I can rap, I have talent, God bless me with a talent. Well, it starts all up in here. Mindset over skill set. Your mind got to start acting as your talent is worth something. That's where it starts. Because if you don't do it, what you think other people is going to do it? Other companies going to look at your talent as what you think, what you should be looking at your talent as? Let's give an example. So Spotify is a streaming company that has the talent music on it and provides subscription to listen to your music. So ask yourself, is Spotify looking at your music as worth something when they only giving you 0.003 to 6 cents? They're just using your music to sell their products, their advertisement space, their subscription. They're using your music. So you need to think about that. If you take your music off of Spotify, what do they have left? If everybody took they God-given talent and started making it worth the value that was given to you, take it off of Spotify, and what would be left? What would be left with Spotify? Spotify needs you to survive. Apple Music needs you to survive. To be honest with you, all these other streaming platforms need your talent to stay afloat. I basically begin to realize that we are living in a day and age where monetizing your work is the big thing. And for the entertainment industry, sometimes it could be kind of hard to monetize your work. And as you see, we put our stuff on, artists put our stuff on distribution. Distribution puts it out to the world, put it on these stores such as Spotify and Apple Music, etc. And give you money. I'm sorry. They give you crumbs for you to be happy with. These streaming companies need you to survive. And the way they use you is monetizing your work on their platform. Even let's look at TikTok. A TikTok is a platform that actually helps you get crumbs by people using your music that you put on distribution for their TikTok videos. Each time that music is played on that video, then you get a stream. And that's how you are being monetized through TikTok. Now, at the end of the day, I guess 0 point whatever cents is better than nothing. And now I think about it, speaking of TikTok, I came across this article that kind of struck my attention. And before I speak on TikTok, let me say this. TikTok is a great platform for artists to promote their music. If you heard of TikTok influencers, then that does help your 0.00 cents, whatever, crumbs that they give you through distribution, help you feel a little bit comfortable. But ISC is not trying to have you just feel comfortable. We're trying to get you from having a mind state that is okay to get crumbs for your craft and move to a mind state where you want to start making money off your craft, like some real money that you can be comfortably living with. And the way to do that is through monetizing. So let me read this article that I seen. So it says, how do artists promote their music on TikTok? Artists can effectively promote on TikTok in part by doing the things that the site algorithms prefer in order to reach more users. Common strategies to build a fan base on TikTok include using specific hashtags to target, searching communities, creating collages, challenges, and contests, working with established influencers, and creating content around what's currently trending, just to name a few. TikTok is basically a site where musicians work to add to their fan base, who hopefully will then go to other monetized sites to stream their music, like Spotify or YouTube. The irony is, all social media sites are vying for users. I don't know what. Attention, because the amount of time users spend on a site drives up the ad revenues and income for that site. In other words, attention is the commodity. Is pretty bizarre, actually. That's what they ended it off. They said it's pretty bizarre, actually. I'm not here to sell you a DJ course that will lead you to getting your own radio station. I'm not here to sell you studio time or sell you a beat pack with exclusive beats that you can use. I'm not here to sell you show slots that you could perform your album. I'm not here to sell you a promo package that will allow your songs to be promoted on TV, apps, and even games. I'm definitely not here to sell you worldwide distribution on all platforms. But I will tell you that there is a private community that's giving you everything that I'm not selling you for free. I really don't have to say nothing about that article. But basically, like I said, TikTok is a streaming company that streaming company that streams music and video. And if you go with the algorithm, then you can make a pretty penny, as we would say. So there was the second part of the article that I do want to read. And this will give me the leeway to talk about the next topic. So it says, why are recording labels urging artists to use TikTok as a promotional tool? Okay, let's read this. Record labels used to be far more involved in the development and promotion of artists. Social media has allowed them to pass the buck and put much of the burden of promotion onto the artists themselves. Most labels, major or indie, won't even think about signing an artist who doesn't already have a big numbers on their social and streaming platforms. Since the vast majority of consumers don't actually buy music anymore, record labels have had to shift their business practice to survive in the digital age. The commodity used to be vinyl, CDs, and tapes. Now it's the user's attention. The money that comes back to labels and artists from streaming is positively minuscule by comparison to physical sales. What modern consumers and fans of music may not know is that companies such as Spotify, TikTok, etc. are not music companies. Did I write this? Because this sounds like what I've been speaking. They're technology companies. They make their money from ad revenues and subscriptions, not recorded music. While labels have always gotten a bad rap for taking the lion's share of the profits from record sales, the truth is musicians were far better off with the old model because they received more of the money that music generated. I'm gonna say this before I get into all that. You got to check out the book. You can get this book on Amazon, or you can go to www.DistroPromoChallenge.com. Go down to the bottom and you can order this book and I will send it to you. It's cheaper that way, but this book, It's Time to Boss Up, Monetize in the World of ISC. This book right here, this is a small little book, but this book right here, let me see, how many pages you got? Like 47. It's a quick read, but just like what they were saying on the article, check out the book. It breaks it down. It tell you why ISE is the future. And actually, I am going to segue into that. ISE is the future. We are talking artists, labels, producers, DJs, and the music industry has changed. We got to admit that. It has changed. The whole entertainment industry has changed. But the music industry is right now is what we are talking about right now. So, when I think about the explanation of why the music industry has changed, it brings me to, did it change for the better or did it change for the worse? Now, when you think about it, since I'm from back in the day when 90s hip hop was that era, we can look at music to change to the worse because that era on the consumer side, the fan side, we loved the artist. We would die to get the next CD of our favorite artist. We couldn't wait till it come out. Nowadays, it's a little different. We can say it turned to the worst. But what I'm going to say to you is this. It can be that this is the era where we take music and entertainment to another level. And this is where why I will consider that it haven't changed. It changed to the better because number one, record labels have had a bad name in the past, just like the article said. And that, to me, is the truth. But nowadays, if you think about it, record labels are no different now. The indie record labels are no different now than the actual artists. We are starving, per se. And when I think about it, the new record company is the streaming company that is now raping the artists, and I would say raping the labels too. It's funny because just like the article said, they're not even record companies. They're streaming companies. They know nothing about the music. All they care about is your music being on their platform for people to listen to so they can provide advertisement space or subscription to make their money. So where does that leave an artist and a record label? Pennies. So here, let's jump right to it. ISC has created apps that will help you monetize your craft. These apps are like a streaming app, but they're yours. They're like a Spotify, but they're yours. They're like an Apple Music, but they're yours. You put your music on it. You put your songs on it. You do everything a streaming platform would do, but you do it on your own app. If you join the community, we can help you get your own app. And like I said, this is for artists, producers, because let's talk about producers. Producers right now, back in the day, producers can sell their beat for over 100,000. And that's because they were either signed to a record company or they was associated with a big manager, a big label, big situation. The beats were worth more in value. Now, It's not. Just like the artist, music is not worth more in value. And that's only because the mindset needs to be over the skill set. Who cares that someone thinks your skills is only worth this? What do you think? And this is the reason why ISC has created these products. Back to a producer app. Producers can sell their beats on their own app. And guess what? Instead of putting beats on YouTube to get a lot of views to hope that YouTube will pay you, imagine selling your beats on your own app and putting a subscription cost on it. Now people are subscribing to your app. Guess what? If advertisements came through and they seen all them subscribers, guess what happens? They're going to advertise on your app. And I'm going to end it right there. Check us out on Friday. And we will be back talking about the film industry. Same way we talking about the music industry. And every Monday, so I would say every week we are doing this workshop, which is the DistroPromo Challenge workshop, every week. So Mondays, this will be twice a week. So Mondays we will talk about the music industry, and Fridays we will talk about the film industry. But the next one will be Friday, and then the next one after that will be Monday. Like I said, go to www.DistroPromoChallenge.com. Sign up to our community. You get in our community if you're an artist. You will get distribution for free just by signing up to the community. If you're a label, you can level up and wind up getting your own label app. And producer, the same thing. Level up inside the community and get these apps for free inside the community. So get in, and I'm going to see you in the community. I will see you there, because you're going to take this advice. You're going to understand that we are moving into a day and time where monetizing is the next industry for the musicians, for the filmmakers. Monetizing your craft. And that's the name of the community, monetizing your craft. Like I said, I see you on the next video. I'm your boy Shy, representing ISC versus the Industry channel. Peace.